What is up, people, and welcome back to Ivan's Alignment. Today it is Dodge Hellcat Day. Let me just show you this beauty. Came all the way from the city. We actually did the Demon Spring package on it. As we see, it does have a 15-inch conversion. So this guy is serious business. Ooh, I like the plate. Look at that. Problem. I mean, the car does look like a problem. No denying that. Let me just walk around it for a bit before we get a little bit of information about the car. Again, we just installed lowering springs on it. This is a Demon package spring that they sell. I can't even remember the company of it, but I know that's what it is. It does have adjustable control arms on the top for the rear camber, so we're gonna work with that. I'm gonna show you all about that in a few. But anyways, let's go back to the owner. What's up, Justin?
What's going on, guys?
Justin, before I ask about the car, what's up with GTRs wanting the sauce?
Oh my God, they always want it.
What's up with that? I've been seeing videos out there and everything. Like,
you know, these GTR guys.
is this like a GTR magnet? Like,
yeah, they like to troll these things, bro. They come across the wrong Hellcats and they like to make Hellcats look bad.
No, Justin, quick thing. Why do you call it Problem?
That's my name. That's what I go by. Problem.
That's where you go IG. Yeah. But is the car a problem?
Something like that. Something like that.
Oh, you said something like that. Tell me, you want to talk about the car, what's done to it, or not really? Because
car stock. Bone stock with a 15-inch conversion. Shout out to EMP Team Hellcat.
Okay.
That's what touches my cars.
So is it a full bolt-on car, and that's pretty much it?
Got an intake.
That's it.
Intake only.
Okay. So why are you running if it's just an intake, right? Because I'm curious. If it's just an intake, why are we running a 15-inch conversion?
You gotta get this car to hook. That's the main thing with these cars.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take that. I don't believe it, people, but I'm gonna take it. I think he's bullshitting us if you ask me, because that's a big fucking tire back that you adjusted. Yeah, but you know what? He's a grudge racer, so he is allowed to bullshit us, people. Right. Anyways, guys, back over here. I did the springs. I had aligned it, something basic, just to get them moving, just to get the car to settle. This is what the rear looks like, right? So we're at -1.4, -7, blah blah blah. Here's the toe. So what we're gonna do right now, I'm gonna go onto my Hunter machine. I'm gonna hit jack up selected axle. I'm gonna jack up the rear of the car. We're gonna take the wheels off. I'm gonna adjust the rear camber, bring it back down, set the toe. So we're gonna set this car up for what he's doing. He's drag racing. So we wanna keep the car pretty much as close to zero so that way we could get a full patch on the tire. So we're not gonna go towards the positive side or directly on zero because he still drives it on the highway. So we still wanna make the car work and still make it a little bit comfortable, not too comfortable. But that's why we have the negative camber up front, to make up for that zero on the back. So at least you can still have a good amount of control over the car. So here we go. I'm gonna show you where you guys have to jack it up, especially have these adjustable arms. For a stock car, that's a hell of a lot of fucking rubber, Justin. No comment, huh? God damn. You know, they do, look at this, people. You know I didn't want to scrape this shit off. I just cleaned this whole shop. Anyways, guys. Oh, man. What you want to do, what I like to do, I like grabbing it through the lower control arm. So that's where I'm going to grab it from. You're probably asking yourself, why not grab it from the body? It's very simple. You grab it from the body, the wheels are gonna hang way too low, and once you set the camber and you bring the car down and it settles, it's not gonna land where you want it to land. Like, you're gonna get like some other crazy numbers out of it. So I'm gonna go ahead, put on the machine that I'm gonna adjust the camber with the wheels off. We're gonna put the adapters on. So once I have all that done, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I already set everything up. Here we have the gauges. This is what we call wheel off camber adjustment. I did go ahead and I loosened the arm. I'm not sure, I gotta get a light. Let me light that up real quick so you guys can see that. So if I'm not mistaken, these are BMR adjustable arms, right? So you have two arms, one on the front, one on the back. So what I suggest doing, right? I have this Milwaukee marker. What I like to do is I'll mark both of them. Go a little mark there. I know you guys can't see this, it's a little dark, but and a little mark there. So I'm gonna go on the other side and do the same thing. The reason for that is you have to move both of them at the same, well, not at the same time, the same amount. So that way you don't mess up the setback. Oh, look at that. Thing just went in. Oh boy. Well, the marker just got fucked up, but I was able to, oh, okay. Here's a tip. That's funny. I mean, there we go. Yeah, so, there we go. So, I'm sorry guys. So, what you want to do, you want to have this, you want to give both of them the same amount of turns, so that way you'll get the right amount of camber and you still have the same amount of setback on it. If you only move one, right, yeah, you're going to get the camber done. But most likely this wheel is, the setback is going to change on you. So this will push a bit further back, or you'll have it a little forward. You don't want that, because then when you even read your setback and your wheelbase is going to be off. Another problem you're going to have, which I've encountered, this is the reason I'm bringing it up, the axle will get closer to the shock, obviously because you're pushing the spindle closer to it by just moving one of the arms. This is the reason you move both of them. You move one half a turn, you move the other half turn until you get what you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be back and show you where we have it. All right, guys. So we're all said and done. I'm gonna show you where I have it. Both wheels are at negative 0.04. I mean, you could be anything from negative 0.02 to 4, within that range. That's what I would do, you know. I wouldn't set it on the positive side as he's driving it down the street. Again, you want to put a mark on both of them, and if you spin this one half a turn, you spin the other half a turn. Do not forget, guys, because if you don't do that, you're going to push this knuckle either back or forward, so you are going to mess up your setback. So when you do bring the car down, you're going to have to bring it back up, because to get to those jam nuts with the car down, it is a pain in the ass. Anyways, I'm going to put the wheel back on. I'm going to recompensate. And so we already adjusted the rear toe on it. I'm going to show you where I have the car at. Once he sits in it, we're landing at 0.05 on both ends, and this is 0.04 on both ends. So that's perfect. As I'd advise you guys to do, recompensate the car. Once I brought the car down, I didn't have time to show you guys. It's been pretty crazy in here. But this side was positive 0.2 and this side was negative 0.7. That was lowering the car without recompensating. Now I recompensate the car and bam, I landed with the driver in it, negative 0.4 and negative 0.4. So you're probably asking why toe in. Real easy. The eccentric cams, pretty much the tow bar is on the end of the spindle, the back end of the spindle. So I know for a fact, and I've seen it, once this car takes off, it's gonna tow out. So it'll probably land into zero once all that torque and everything else hits on it. That's the reason I have it set up the way I have it set up. I mean, it's worked for me. If you want to try negative toe, I wouldn't try it. Another reason to being in a little bit is once he hits the brakes, it's going to be more stable on braking as well. As for the front, we end up at -3 and -3, even though it says 1, 2. The steering wheel's not straight, but one straight and out. We're at -3 with -1, -1.3, -1.3, sorry. Before we even drive it, what are we doing here, Justin?
Dropping the pressure, trying to see if this thing works.
We cannot drive this car at 30 PSI. All right, guys, we're in it. We are in it. We set the slicks on to 18 pounds. We're gonna take it easy. We're just gonna make a, you know, small hit here and there. Come on, Justin, let's go. So, he's gonna be our cameraman. It's the best part. So, how many people have driven your car while you've been in it?
Nobody.
Yeah.
The first one.
I love that answer. I get it all the time. All the time.
Yep.
I mean, but I love driving. Like, this is definitely worth driving, you know?
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you for the opportunity, obviously, right?
No doubt. I appreciate you for putting your hands on it.
You know. So I'm gonna pass you the camera.
All right.
You get everything you can there. You just cruising right now. I like putting my seatbelt on. I like feeling safe.
We gotta put it in track.
We gotta put it on track mode.
Will this shit just die?
Nah, it's on. It's the screen just goes blank like that. But we got. Nah, bro, we can't punch it, bro. We gonna kill ourselves. And everybody already teasing us.
Already, right?
Already. Can't even get on the street. Everybody's already teasing us. So these tires are cold right now, obviously, people.
Yeah.
We're not doing a burnout. Just warm them up. Wow, this car feels like it just wants to go. It just feels like it's like, hit it. Hit me.
Let's go.
Hit me. Woo! Amazing. I mean, these cars are so torquey, it's unbelievable. That's one of the things I love about it. I mean, it's driving how I want it, perfectly straight. It's onto the turn, perfectly straight. Obviously, we feel the rear a bit tight because where we set the camber at. No doubt about it. But it feels good. The car feels really good. It's just tight.
That's what we want.
Yeah, it's what we want. It's definitely what we want. What's up, buddy? You want to race? Oh, the car shut off.
It's too cold.
It's too cold, yeah. What is the temperature? It's not even 170 on it, yeah. That's another thing, guys. Let the car warm up a little bit as you're driving it. Don't go and beat on a cold car.
Exactly.
Definitely could cause a lot of damage to it.
Yep.
Feels good. So far, it feels good.
Alright.
Feels tight. Real tight. I like it.
Me too.
You know, those front springs too make a big difference on the height and everything else. And it's comfortable. What brand are those springs again?
Those are Carlisle Racing Demon Killer springs.
There you go, Carlisle Racing Demon Killer. I couldn't figure it out. I know it was something with Demon on it. I was like, I know a lot of guys used the Demon package on it, right?
So
but
these are supposed to compete with those. Yeah,
pretty much. So. I mean, I think they do better. I like the ride height. I could instantly feel the weight transfer on it, which that's what you want. You want to transfer that weight so when you take off, especially on a car like this that's so torquey.
Right.
So far, look at that. Magnificent.
Yep.
Nice and straight. We're cruising. We're having fun. So it's like a regular daily driver.
Yep.
Just with a lot of power, a lot of torque. The other day, the security guard came out of there. He stopped me because he wanted a picture of a car I was driving.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was hilarious. So I had to do a burnout for him there, you know, and just launch the car for him. You know? I had to. The customer was like,
nothing wrong with that.
Yo, the customer was with me. He's like, Ivan, just send it.
Send it.
I was like, all right, let's give the man a show. I mean, I'm sure, you know, it's bored in that fucking capsule. It's like a gel cell.
Yep.
You know, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's dope.
I was hoping he came out again and be like, yo, these crazy motherfuckers again. Oh man, you gotta love it. Just warming them up a little bit. Warming them up. I gotta move this seat forward. This motherfucker got torque. You can't do that gangster lean.
Oh no.
Wow, you got like, I don't know. I'm gonna say 700. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, nah, 707. That's where we at.
707. Yo, I love it. I love it. That's crazy, yo. That is crazy. Just let everybody go. This is my little street right here, you know. Here we go. 1, 2. Now you tell me if that hooked or not. Hold on a second. You tell me if that hooked or not.
Yes, it did.
Motherfucker.
Here we go.
Whew, this thing moving, boys. Moving. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That's what we need right there.
Yep, I think you're ready.
I think so too. Let's go.
Guys, I approve it. This thing is badass. This alignment is on point. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe, and we'll be having a bunch of other cars we'll be driving up and down. Take care, have fun, stay safe.